Okay, good evening everyone. Can I hear myself? This is the main question I always have, and it's a, I guess, really important question at that. So, yes, I can, which means I do not need headphones anymore. Let's get going. So, today a rather short stream. I have like 45 minutes, and then I need to go. So, what we did last time is we created this weird compiler, or rather transpiler, whatever it was, which went from Terminfo, or rather from Python to Terminfo. And actually now if you go to hackarcana.com, there are two challenges which I did publish related to that, and that would be here, Terminfo Easy and Terminfo Medium. Terminfo Easy has like some background details as well, and the whole challenge is basically just this what you see here, so not a lot. And there's like info how to run it, and so on and so forth. And then we have this like Terminfo Medium, which is a little bit longer. Like the actual, let's call it opcodes are a little bit longer. So yeah, and there's no info because it's assumed that somebody who is solving this already solved the other one as well. Cool. So yeah, if you want to play with them, just go to hackarcana.com, go to exercises tab, and then go here, and I will publish another one, a hard one, later this week, I guess. Maybe, yes, I hope it will be published later this week. I actually want to write an article for Hackarcana about this Terminfo thing, so I want to publish the last challenge with that. Okay, but we are here today because I actually want to do another thing. There's this Paged Out magazine, which might or might not be one of my projects, as you know. And every article there is just one page. So what I want to do is, like for a, I don't know, let's go with a random article. Yeah, like just one page. Like it starts here and it ends here, and that's not even full A4. So what I want to do is I want to write a paged out article where I will publish the source code of this like weird Python to Terminfo transpiler, because why not? So given this, and given that there's absolutely no chance that this code, and by this code I mean this code, will, well, that's what, 150 lines, it will not fit on one page. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to code golf it. And by code golfing, I mean, well, I'm going to take the code and I'm going to do everything possible to make it unreadable, I guess. Like the reason isn't obfuscation, but the reason is that I want the code size to be rather small. Not a lot of lines, so there would be like long lines rather than multiple lines. And yeah, and I want to go down as much as I can so that it's still a little bit readable, so that you can actually publish it as part of the article. Now, this is, I guess, a little bit different than what you would do normally, because like normally when code golfing you don't care about readability, but I need to find a middle ground here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a copy of this, like, and call it weird normal. Weird normal, that's absolutely a weird name, but okay, let's go with that. And now what I want to do is, let's get a console here. Let's run it. Okay, so it does something, and what it does, it writes this file. So after it writes the file, I do need to compile it. And okay, blah blah. So I need to compile it, as I said, and to compile it, I need to do tick dash. No, that's it, right? Like tick. And what is the name? Again, experiment. The tick. Okay, so it compiles it, and now I need to do tpat the dash t, for example. I'm guessing you cannot see that. So tpat dash t, then Genvale's experiment, and then I'm sorry, I don't remember what opcode were we using to compile this. We were using U1. Okay, so U1 is where is this? U1 and then parameters. I don't remember how many parameters. Okay, it says no. Nope. So that's fine. So what I want, I guess, it to do is I want it to give me like the correct answer, the correct flag. By the way, this isn't the, like I changed the tasks a little bit before publishing them on Hack Arcana, so it's a little bit different. As such, let's go with, let's call this one, and these are the parameters which I need to use. This is the first parameter. I want like the whole task to basically function because it will serve as a test case. I probably need to also like write another script that will tell me like how many lines there are and so on, but well actually that doesn't matter, it's not real golfing. Okay, so this one works. I think I can do one more thing here for x blah 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 here. Let's tell it like output \n and for the nopes as well. Okay, cool. And that way, let's call it again. Yeah, that way I actually get a new line here. So this is good. Now, obviously we could argue that, hey, like, why am I writing 2 backspaces instead of 1? This will just emit a backspace, so I actually have to encode a new line here, rather than new line escape sequence, if you will, because my compiler doesn't support this. I could implement new line support in the compiler, but like again, I'm not going to really use this compiler for much more, so let's just leave it as is. Okay, so having this actually have a nice test case if the compiler is still working, right? So let's maybe grab everything from here, echo, and let's call it test.sh. Okay, cool. Sublime test.sh. We can, I guess, add a hash bank here, bin bash. Okay. And chmod, ch. Yes, exactly, that's what I wanted. Test.sh. There we go. Yeah, okay, it works. So I will be testing like if my script actually works using this. So okay, let's move my editor here. Okay, so 145 lines, and we are starting with this. Now, obviously, I don't really like at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this, I'm guessing, into like just input a file name, like sys.argv something something, right? I'm not going to do it now, or am I going to do it now? Okay, let's assume that I'm going to do it now. So let's change this template to sys.argv. Template should be 1, I guess. Okay, so here we have to do template is the first parameter, and the second parameter is going to be the output. So sys.argv2, that's the output. This is a little bit weird, and the source code, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to, this isn't ideal. The output should go first. Output should go first, and then I should have the template, and then I should have xpy. So xpy is going to be the source code. Okay, this is, so I said, I'm sorry, what did I say? That the output should go first, right? Yeah, output should go first, so this is 1. Template should go second, and the third one should be the file name of the source code. So here, that's sys.argv. And that's last one, so 3. And then I'm going to do like if sys.argv length of sys.argv is not 4, then sysexit usage weird UI. And that's what do we like put here? That's the output tick. Then we get the template tick. And then source UI. Okay, cool. Does it work? Yeah, okay. It still works, so that's good. So I actually like added 2 lines, and wasn't great. So okay, well, first easy thing, we can get an easy win here, right? We can just collapse this import. We can collapse the ignore names pretty easily as well. So okay, we already have some easy wins. We can remove the comments, of course. We don't need the comments, so that's another easy win. There are a lot of like func table, for example. This doesn't need to be here. This, no, that's okay. This doesn't have to be here either. Then this is not needed here. Okay, so I don't think this changed anything, so it should be still working. This is as expected, and we got like 10 lines already. Okay, so other easy wins. Well, obviously we can remove this. We don't need the prints for the compiler, so I'm going to remove like all prints basically. Okay, this is not needed either. If op name is okay, but I don't think this is needed, by the way. Like we don't need that. We are still printing one more thing. Where is that other print? It's under the, yeah, here exactly. So we don't need that either. Okay, 120 lines, and we can get an easy one here as well. Like, readability is not mandatory. Unsupported instruction. Do we want to keep it? How much of errors do we want to keep? Information about errors? A little bit, but we don't need a lot of that, I would say. So, or do we? Maybe okay, let's assume that we want to keep it. Like, we don't want to remove any error messages apart from things like should never happen. If it should never happen, then we don't need it. We can remove it. But this one is a little bit weird. Like, why does... Oh, because we added it as an error message, because we are not supporting this instruction. We are not supporting conditional jumps at all, because this compiler is handling if-elses on the... And I don't think it handles like else-ifs, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, it handles it on the abstract syntax tree level and not on the bytecode level, and this is the code which is responsible for the bytecode. So we can remove this as well, and yeah, let's remove this. Okay, and this might be almost the end of easy wins. We already have 100 lines. 100 lines is still way too much. Cool. So, what funny things can we do? Okay. This is the whole AST compiler. Okay, this is compile statement. Yeah, so this is the bytecode compiler, and this is the whole AST compiler. Compile prog. Compile prog is being run here and recursively here. And there isn't that much to it, right? The output string, what do we do with output string? We either append whatever compile adds. Yeah, I don't think we are going to get a lot of easy ones here. Well, obviously one thing we can do is I don't think this has to run sequentially by any means, and if it doesn't have to run sequentially, we can just do this. Okay, that's a rather long line, but that's fine. Okay, then we have this extend. I don't think we need these spaces at all. And we don't need this either. Honestly, like, we don't even... Like, yeah, like, we really don't need these variables either. I can, like, directly insert it here. Okay. Okay, so now it's a little bit, maybe not cleaner, but you know what, we are going to do one more thing with this test. We are going to tell it if it worked, if everything worked, then tell us what is the actual size of the compiler. So W, like that's word counter, weird, PY. Okay, that's this many lines and this many bytes. So 101. Okay, what else can we do here? Which is... should I? Yeah, I think I should. Okay, so here we have append, right? Append is actually equal to extend if this would be in a list. As such, we have like output string extend 2 times with 2 different parameters. So how about we do this? Like, do this if is instance something, otherwise do something else, like we use this parameter actually. So that way we can remove of the if, and it should still work. Yeah, it still works. This is good. Is it readable? Nope, but that's okay. Okay, then we have output string. We are extending the output. This is annoying a little bit because we are extending it. If we would not be extending it, we could perhaps do some kind of list comprehension. But could we do a list comprehension here? Okay, I'm not sure, so we will go back to this later. Now let's look for other easy wins. Okay, here we have the output function, which is just calling this. This can be one line, right? Like it shouldn't. Yeah, it should be still fine if it's one line. Okay. So this whole if else if tree. Oh, here, for example, this prog is not really needed. We can just like collapse it. So that's this is not what I meant. This is what I meant. This is an easy win as well. Okay, what can we do about this whole else if tree? Before we get there, at the beginning, we are grabbing the source code of a node, and then we are, how many compile statements are we using? I'm playing with the idea a little bit. Oh, no, we don't have to do that. That's going to be actually better. We can do this. I don't think we need the source anymore, so we can collapse that. And that's 95, okay. These are like, I can get rid of this. This can be empty. This doesn't change anything. It will still work. On the flip side, maybe I can leave it. Okay. Let's collapse this one. Like this. Using destructuring. Okay, then we have a function table. The function table is actually just one thing, right? It's just print, so maybe we don't need it. And we can like, whether we need it, hey, how many things are actually in the function table? No, we are using it in another place. Okay, if we are, because we are using it in another place, then that's not good. I have to keep it. Well, I have to keep it, or I can do this. Here, and where was it? Load global and func table. Okay. But I'm not sure about that. But really decreases the readability of what's going on here. So I'm going to leave it for now. Here I can get an easy win for this. Now, code golfing for lines is a little bit different than code golfing for characters, but even for characters, this is pretty good. I see on the chat what you're saying, but my live stream on Zips taught you so much and helped solve the challenge. I'm really happy about that. That's amazing. I'm always happy when my live streams or like articles or whatnot are actually helping somebody in something. So it's always great to receive feedback like that. Thank you. And I'm happy it helped. Okay. Here, let's do continue. Can we collapse this in a little bit? mean, there are ways to collapse it, but I don't want to go there yet. I'm just looking for easy wins now. Yeah, here obviously we can do this. So the rule basically with collapsing a line in Python like this is that if you have only one colon in a line, it works. So this will work, right? And I can run it, and probably even here if I do like output, I'm not sure if else will work now. It still works, okay, and I cannot, however, put else here. This will be a syntax error. Yeah, so this doesn't work. I can probably put like the sysexit after the else. Okay, and this works. It's not great, but it does work. So yeah, I guess I can do the same here. What am I at? 88. Okay, I will decrease like the error messages a little bit. I think they are annoying me. They are like too long. So here, wrong var name. Okay, does it matter if it's a load? It doesn't matter if it's a load. It's just like wrong var name, and that's it. And here, well, I guess we could argue that because value is actually a string, it is a string, right? Yeah, it is a string, I think, so we can do this. And it will be like a few characters shorter. So this is fine, we can do it here as well. Here there can be only one character. Yeah, I guess. What is it? Is it, what am I omitting here? Percentage. Oh, that's for the character, okay. So single char required. Do you say that char or char? Tell me in the chat if you prefer char or char. I'm happy with both, honestly. Okay, let's do a space here. Does it still work? Yeah, it still works. Obviously, like, if I'm changing the errors, that will, like, my tests will not catch it. But that's fine. Here, what's going on here, by the way? So val, oh, it's a byte. This is why I need a character to grab a character. I'm not a huge fan of this, but can this be written in a shorter way? Maybe no. Now, I'm not sure if I want to change the names of the variables, like, you know, value, argument, next format, and so on, because that will make it really unreadable. In normal code golfing, yeah, that's absolutely what you do. But here, yeah, I don't think I want to. Okay, here, format string was not consumed for some reason. I think I'm going to remove this because this is an assert. I'm going to keep this. Okay, so here I guess I can do this, collapse it a little bit. Here we can collapse it. We can do a match here, can't we? But I'm afraid, yeah, I can't do this. I'm a little bit worried about match being a little bit mean here. And support it. Yeah, this is like operation up. Then we do what we did before. Send this. Okay, and this should be fine still. Most of these errors are untested anyway, I think. Okay, 78. 78, that's still way too much. How many lines can I have in a A4 page? That's a good question, and I don't know. Maybe 50? But I still want to include like some comments there, so... Okay, let's continue. I want it to be below 50 for a, like, maybe the goal for today would be below 50. So one thing you can do in Python, by the way, if you have like lines like this and you want to collapse them, you can do it with a semicolon. And this will still work as intended. So like, if you don't believe me, we can do it like this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it, like, it's 3 expressions, and even the, like, it's even compiled as 3 different expressions. Okay, yeah, exactly that's what I wanted to run. Okay, here, unknown function. Yeah, this is for... I think I'm going to... So function is actually a string, so I can do this again. Okay, call, next call. A call with unknown function. Okay. I'm wondering if I can like change some of these ifs into just like one try catch or try accept the block actually. Okay, if it's a print, then do this, otherwise do this. Unsupported instruction, upname, this is good. Let's just do this. Few characters here and there, that's okay. Okay, so here we are opening the source and we are reading it. Now one thing we can do is, well, we can do this, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's do this. I was like wondering if I can just like replace it, but maybe let's leave it as is. Here we can, yeah, there's like a lot of error checking here. How do I do it? But no, for now let's do this. Okay, so tick is going to here. We can, honestly, we don't need that. I think we can just do this. I don't think that would give us much in an actual article, because if a line is super long, right, then it will actually overlap into the next line anyway. So that won't do us too much good. Obviously I could remove these like widths and just do like here open. I'm somewhat tempted to do that, but maybe we don't have to go there. Okay, ignore op names. How many times am I using it? Let's look for it just 2 times, which is good, which means I can do this. Yeah, and I don't need that. I don't need that, and then, hey, it even fits in the line. That's even better. So this is good. Then, yeah, here I guess we can do this. Okay, I think I started to eat the letters from there. I don't need that comment, it's not helping. Still works, so that's good. Now, I'm running like this test manually, right? But one thing we could do is we could actually do an inotify on this file. So every time I would save this file, like Control S, this would be run automatically. But it's okay, like I can run it manually. So, okay, what do we have here? We have a sysexit if the value of bytes is not equal to 1. Can I do anything interesting here apart from doing this? Well, this is obviously that I can do this. Same as here, I can do this. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can leave it like this. So that's 65. Okay, op is rep. Here as well. Do we actually need this? Where's rep? Oh, it's rep here. Okay. So we set it to this. We could. So if we leave off op as the operation, it's readable, right? But it does eats away one line. Hey, we can do actually another thing. Oh, we can do something like this, like a equals to 5 if. Will it work? I think it will work. Close to 5, then. Yeah. Yeah, so this works, right? Like, and here I have B, which is, oh, it's assigned to true. This is unfortunate. We need it in brackets, I think, in parentheses even. Yeah, and now we have B assigned to 5. Okay, so here we can do like this. Okay, and this should still work. It does work, which means we can remove it, like change it here as well. So I'm like just moving the assignment into the next line, and because the assignment is executed here, it will also work here. Okay, here we have this if, because we need to change if it's a percentage, the operation is a modulo, we need to change it to an M. Is there a better way to do it without actually having a full line used by that? We could actually do it like here, right? Like op if op is not M, is not this, else M. Yeah. And this should be identical, but I need to move this assignment here then. And here we have percentage in that case. Yeah, this still works, this is good. I'm thinking like what can I do here so that the syntax is still okay, and I think I can just do this. Good. Okay, then we have unsupported operation. We do unsupported op. Incorrect variable name, incorrect wrong var name. Name, we don't need the store either. So that's just some bytes so the lines aren't exceedingly, like excessively wrong, like long. Incorrect, wrong, const type. Value, what is value here? I don't know what value is, so I probably need to keep it like this, otherwise I would have to call repr for representation. Okay, how is this looking? This is looking like 62 lines. So I'm still not under 50. Yeah, the compiler, hey Adrian. So the compiler is finished, I'm just code golfing it so that it fits on one page of page load, basically. So I started with, how many lines was it? Like 100 lines, maybe even 100. I think it was like 170 when we started. And then, yeah, I'm like making it shorter while trying to maintain some readability. Obviously, it's not going to be beautiful. That's unachievable, but like we still want some readability to be maintained. Okay, here. This set of ifs annoys me. So if length is not 1, then we do this. Okay, then we have func. And we use func here and we use func here. So if we do not assign this, we can actually do this. We can do this and we can do this, and we do not need to assign that. This will give us one line, and the other line is actually like a freebie because we can do this. If, okay, it's not 1 or this thing. So if this isn't 1, then in Python, like this is not going to execute, of course, if this is true. So if this is true, we are going to go directly here. If it is not true, then we are going here. And if this is true, we go here. Perfect. And these are like identical, right? Like the error messages. So that's kind of a freebie for us. And we got 59. Good. Okay, but yeah, like some of my lines are rather long. I don't like that, but that's okay, I guess. So what else do we have? Like, yeah, you probably know that you can like write this as not equal to 4 and sysexit, right? Like, This is also a bit of a funny way to write it, but like it will work. So to test it, we have to just call Python weird with like whatever, and it like works with many parameters. Okay, there we go. Without any if, like I don't need an if because and is actually acts as an if in most programming languages. But I'm not a fan of this. I think I would prefer to keep it like this instead. Okay. T, what's happening to T? T is actually used in multiple places, so we cannot really do too much with it. I think I could like incorporate this into the if, but I don't want to go there yet. Okay, let's go back to the top. So we are currently at 58, and that's still too much. Can I get a win here? So I'm extending. Can I do like, if I have a list of lists, right? Like I have this. How do I merge this? Can I merge these lists? Like, I don't know, is there some way to do it? Can you start the expression? Yeah, I cannot, that's true. Not that language, wrong language. So, is there like a extend? What would happen if I do this? Oh, I don't know what would happen because, yeah, so I guess I need to do this. No. Let's go with help A and tell me what methods do we have? Is there like a join on a list? I'm literally looking for a join on a list. Can I do like, if I have a list like this, let's call it A. Can I do like a list comprehension, which will do... No, I cannot unpack it. In JavaScript this would work, I think. Array flatten. Yes, Adrian. I think this is what I'm looking for, flattening an array. Or list, rather, I guess. And ideally without, like, importing too many other things. So count, index. Okay, I have only a couple more minutes to actually get below the 50 lines. Which is... Okay, so that means I'm probably not going to go... Well, this is a little bit cheating because now 4 is just like, this is a huge line. It's going to be split anyway, so this should count like a couple of lines. But okay, I'm going to do it anyway. Then... Okay. Here I guess I could do the same, like just... like move this here. Okay, I guess like I could move print as well, like that, but I don't want to, so... honestly, let's just like, if we have like space equal space, let's just change it everywhere. It's just like collapses some bytes, but that's okay. Okay, so here for example I could do this, but yeah, I don't want to. In normal code golfing I could like same here, like this would work. This is a correct syntax, but is it? I think it is, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Started to doubting my like parser familiarity with parser. Okay, these two are annoying me. Are there any other ones which are similar? Or we just translate one thing into another thing? I don't think so, right? No, it doesn't look so. Okay, oh here, I didn't do that. That's good, we can do that. That's another line. 55, 5 minutes left. Here I see I didn't do that either, so we can do that. How can it be a call with an unknown function? Oh, it's none. Okay. This honestly cannot happen with the code, the way the code is structured. Because if we do a call, then we'll do either load global or load con. Well, no, actually load fast or load name. One of these three will be done before, will be emitted before a call. So this line is just not needed. Oh my, okay. Radek has an array flattening function on the chat. Let's test it. Okay, so nested is going to be like 1, 2, 3. And then unnesting it is like item for sublist in nested. So A, I guess, for item and sublist. What? For sublist in item and sublist. This is, I know what it does. This is cursed or blessed, actually, like blessed and cursed. Are we going to really do that? That way we actually get a... But we still cannot do that. No, we can do that. We would get one line out of it. What we would have to do is we would have to put like everything which is here, like this extend would have to go here for nodes. And so it would go, okay, I'm tempted, okay? This for n in nodes. So that way we got rid of one line already, but now this is in the string, and this is like, we need to flatten it. So to flatten it, we have to do what we just did here, which is like this cursed thingy. Item for sublist in output string. Okay, and this should work. And it does work. Is it absolutely cursed? Yup. Especially that we could honestly just copy this here. I don't know if I want to do that to people. I don't think I want to. But this is amazing. Like, I like it. But I'm like, not for page tab, not for an article. Let's leave it as is. Okay, I guess I'm just going to do, well, it's already a long line, but yeah, let's just do this. This should work. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, interesting. I thought it would work still, but no, apparently no. Okay. So 2 lines, 2 minutes. Where is another easy win? Well, obviously here's an easy win, right? And we do, yeah, fits. This is nested curse. Fits considering we just had Halloween, absolutely. I like somebody said on the internet that Halloween is just the beginning of a spooky season, it's not the end of it. So that absolutely fits. And I think we could do like the same with this. Like, yeah, let's just do it like this. Func table and move print there. This gave us a little bit of a long line, but we got down to 50 lines. Can I actually squeeze it and paged out? Maybe. I'm going to try off stream to see if I can actually squeeze it. You see here we can do this as well, but this gives us another long line. We already actually worked on that line, I guess. So yeah, it's like it wasn't honestly too advanced of code golfing that we did here. Normally you would go for way weirder stuff. Though okay, this thing was actually really cool and I liked it. Oh, I know what we can do. I'm sorry, this is no, because oh no, I wanted to do this, but this would backfire spectacularly, and this would backfire because if I would do this, this becomes like, this gets instantiated the moment where the function is built, not when the function is run. As such, there would be just one array, and every call to the function would actually extend this one array instead of the local new empty array. So no, I cannot do that. Okay, cool. So we are at 49. Let's leave it as this. I'm going to test if it fits into an article. If not, I guess we are going to, either I'm going to code golf it a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm just going to code golf it a little bit more, and the next stream is going to be about something else. Now, I'm actually not going to be able to stream until Saturday because I'm doing like daily live streams in Polish, but not on my YouTube channel, but rather as part of this like the training. The training is actually free. It's like Intro to Python. I guess like anyone who is here is not really interested in Intro to Python, but in case you know somebody who speaks Polish and actually is interested in that, go to Securitum. We need to find it, like securitum.pl, and then there's I think it's this one, trainings, and let's look for Python. Where is it? Okay. That's not that one, but this is the, oh, it's in here. Okay, here. Okay, yeah, so it's like tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday and Monday, and it's free. Like, you can sign up for free if you speak Polish, so just go there, or like feel free to pass the link to someone who you know. And that's it for today, actually. So if there are any quick questions on the chat. Radek says that, wait, what? Radek, what are you talking about? Let's do this. Okay, so I have this, and you're saying that some, no, that would be no. Yeah, that won't work. Some nested. A. Huh. Why? Okay, today I learned. That's amazing. So, oh, I get it. Because this is the start. And you can do actually this on a list. And, okay. B equals like this, B plus equal. No, oh, you cannot do plus equal. No, you can do. Okay, yeah, so it works. Yeah, and this is the same as extend. It's like a shorter version of extend. Okay, that's amazing. I absolutely love that. Am I doing it here? I am, aren't I? Yeah, I think I am. So okay, therefore let's copy this here. For n in nodes. Okay, and then we are doing here sum this and this. Okay, this is ridiculous. I love it. It says it doesn't like it because I'm doing this extend, and then this, I don't have to do this extend anymore here, so I can remove this. Okay. Yeah, no, okay, amazing. This is amazing. I love it. Yeah, we are keeping this. Cool. Okay, so yeah, Usagi also got to the similar solution. Yeah, I think we're getting at the end the similar result, so this is cool. Okay, there's a question. Is there any interactive disassembler for CPython modules? Let's say I want to spy on function calls but keep the bytecode context and don't go into x86 function calls in IDA. I don't think there's any interactive one. There's non-interactive one with with this, right? As in like, then like some function. What can I give it as a function? I give it a module as a function. I can give it a module as a function because the global code is in the module. So it actually like disassembled everything in that module anyway. But it's not interactive. Yeah. And I don't think there is an interactive Python disassembler. Mostly because I don't think there's much reason in interactability here, apart from maybe jumping through like to, you know, next function and so on. Or rather like a jump target maybe. So yeah, I don't think anything supports it. Like Jidra, IDA. If you've heard of something, do let me know. I might be curious about that. Cool. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for being here on this very short live stream. And next time, I guess I'm going to make a stream either on Saturday or next week on Tuesday, I think. Yeah. So take care, folks. Have a great evening, and yeah, see you later.